that area.
Oh, that's right, viewers. Welcome. This is Windsure. It's how we get it started off NC style with the air support coming by in-game. One Raven coming in for the strafe and one more right behind him. I mean, the team play in this game is just epic. I mean, there's a Sunder right behind this ridge. You can't see it, and both those guys are laying waste to it as I'm coming up behind the team here on an elevation advantage and see this cloaked infiltrator walking right in front of me. Scared the piss out of me, and I got a little distracted, put a little too many bullets in him, and eventually got flanked off to my right and distracted. Again, if you have tunnel vision in this game, which is easy to do with this everything going on, it's easy for you to get broadsided. But I hope you like that little warm-up hardcore hard rock intro there for the NC. That's the class faction I've been playing. I like all the factions. I'm not going to get into this elitist mentality like, oh, this is the best faction. I intend on playing them all. But what a difference a day makes. This is my second Planetside 2 video for the PlayStation 4. And yesterday, or my previous video, I was mentioning how bad the launch day was. The servers were absolutely obliterated day one. This absolutely crashed. So they released another patch, oddly enough, another 2 GB patch, which is another frustration. But I'll give them props. The game is running night and day better. It's actually, the graphics look better. This is what I recall from the beta. Graphics are better, the frame rate's much improved, and the servers are on par. Now I forgot to include a clip, but literally the queue, I kid you not, the queue to get in the server yesterday was 800 deep, just for New Conglomerate on one server. The Grenadine, I keep calling it the Grenadine server, I don't think that's how it's pronounced correctly, but yeah, friends of mine were trying to get in, play with me, like I'm literally number 800 in the queue right now. I was like, you got to be kidding me. The draw for this game right now on PlayStation 4 it's huge, and I'm not to be a console elitist here, but sorry PC, this has found its home where it is right now, because I argue right now this game is next to dead on PC. I mean, people still play it, but I don't see anything on YouTube, and when I do, it's few and far between. But I mean, literally, just they're coming in groves to play this game because, again, everybody's just kind of moving on like me from our current lackluster first-person shooter experience on next-gen consoles. So we're all excited about this. I'm here to talk today about finding the groove with the class you want to play with. Right now, today, or yesterday I should say, in this video I'm playing with the Light Assault class, which is a class that allows a unique gameplay style I've never experienced before in a first-person shooter, and that is having a jetpack. And this allows you to get in places, and look how I'm using this tree to kind of cover and camouflage my assault on the team, using my teammate here, Coors, what's up, bro? Using my teammate there, we're trying to assault these objectives in a smart way, because essentially 2 guys against a whole base is not going to be a very good odds in your favor unless you try to use tactics and strategy to your advantage, and that's what we're doing here. So we're trying to kind of move about this map and capture these objectives in a smart way. But you're certainly outgunned, so you have to kind of use your brain, and that's one thing I like about this game. It's not one of these just rinse, repeat, run down the alleyway, get shot, and do it again, type of COD type experiences. Destiny's just like that too. You kind of have to use your brain. I like kind of getting in that Battlefield mentality. This feels a lot like Battlefield to me in a lot of ways. Spotting the characters, the movement, the gunplay, the gun mechanics. Everything's very well balanced in that regard. Obviously no destructibility, but given the scope and scale of these maps, it's very enjoyable. But this class, I'm really enjoying this class. Having the ability just to kind of think outside the box, like, oh wait, I wonder if I can attack these guys in a different manner, engage my jetpack, get on top of a roof, flank them, put a suppressor on. That was another thing. It just increased my effectiveness, which you'll see here twofold here in a moment when I put that on. It just allowed me to kind of this thinking manners and mannerisms I've never really done before, a first-person shooter. And it's not so much as like rooftop glitching. It's really not. It's not like that. Maybe a lot of you guys kind of think like that if you're playing Battlefield, which is initially kind of when I was seeing some of the gameplay, how I was like, oh, this is just glitching around. But no, it's really, you got to be aware of your surroundings. Think about all the different mechanics that the classes have to offer: the engineer, the medic, the heavy assault, and the max, which I've not even played the max yet. But kind of think of how those classes, and the infiltrator too, so what, 5, 6 classes? I'm losing track here. Think about how those classes can be a threat to you, or how they can be utilized in a given scenario, because there is times where in the last clips where I have some tank gameplay, I'm going to get some vehicle footage in for you, but we were getting overrun on this base, and I realized that one of our vehicle spawn points was eliminated, so I'm like, I need to be an engineer, go repair that, and then spawn a tank, and then be on the offensive. And it worked great. We secured and defended the objective just by me doing that one task, which nobody really ever even noticed probably, but I knew what needed to be done, what class needed to be engaged, what needed to be repaired, and then what we needed at that immediate point in time, which was a tank. And forgive me if I should have shown that gameplay of me repairing the console, but right now let's get into the gameplay. This is me again pushing up here on a good kill streak, kind of catching the team off guard. I don't think I have a suppressor at this point. No, I don't think I do. But nonetheless, kind of being a threat and thorn to this team, because this team has every objective of this base captured, and at least I want to try to get some footing here on Alpha. But nonetheless, it's just fun to kind of rank up, and even if you don't capture objective, outgun your team and realize you can still be a threat. Right now, stealth and trying to stay low-key, I know I'm kind of low on ammo, so I decided I'm going to go up here and knife this guy in the back to conserve my ammo, which is kind of a bold move, but nonetheless, you know, one of the problems about this game is, well, I mean, you have to rely on your teammates, and right now I don't have anybody around me, so I know ammo is about to be exhausted. I can't really pick up anybody's kits, so you can't do that in this game. There's no way for me to resupply, so I know my tenure's coming to an end here. But this is a pretty good run. It was this exciting to push up here, kind of play smartly, and catch a lot of these guys off guard. It's just so many targets, such a target-rich game. It's one of the things I'm really enjoying about it right now. It's just the population is just astonishing on these servers. The number and magnitude of players playing. There's just never a shortage of enemies out there, targets, and considerations as well. Now this is another aspect here, this bridge attack. Look at this mosquito coming right by me. I'm like, oh, this is not good. We're right up here exposed. I was really, with my buddy Coors here, we're trying to push up on this objective because the Sunder is just absolutely being a threat for our team as we're trying to push up to this objective yet again. And I'm trying to get up here. Now I got my suppressor on, and I'm trying to basically catch a lot of these guys off guard, because the Sunder down here is just spawning just dozens of guys right below me. It's just a very target-rich environment. I think Coors actually pulls off like a quad kill with this nade. I only got one right there. But again, here comes Mosquito. It pops us out. This guy's a good pilot. He knows what's going on. He saw us. He spotted us or something. And that was really big frustration. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Finally pull off this epic flank, get up here just to be kind of sidelined by an air threat, which really is usually not too big of a consideration. Usually the air threats are going after more of the ground threats here. You see me pushing up here. Now, right now, this class does carry C4. If I had some C4, this would be a very good kill to pull off. If I could start throwing some C4 down here and put a lot of damage on that Sunder. Two of us would probably take it out. And I'll tell you now, if two guys could successfully take out a Sunder in this position, this respawn location, that would be a game changer and take you back to this position. Because right now our team's below this bridge. We're having to teleport up here, and this team with this Sunder here just has a huge elevation advantage. But we're going to just keep attacking this objective because we have the right idea. And this is one thing, just a credit to me right here was, I was kind of leading Coors, is like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go up, we're going to flank that Sunder, we're going to get on top of this bridge, we're going to take those guys out, and the plan worked. And it's really neat to see when a plan works, and thinking of something like that on the fly, really rewarding in first-person shooter experience. I have not experienced in a long time. I'll say right now, I have not felt like that probably since Battlefield 3, to be honest with you. It's, you know, Battlefield 4, just for some reason I could never get in that mindset, and I don't want to get into particulars, but I'm just saying now, in terms of me coming up with plans on the fly like that and implementing them, using teamwork and being successful, it's just an experience I haven't seen in, frankly, years on gaming in general. Again, here you can see these snipers up here. There's one going invisible, kind of flanking these guys again. It's just good gameplay. That's the kind of stuff you want to do. This is how you play this class, and I really think this is becoming one of my favorite classes right here. Again, I'm not sure what that red shield thing is down there. I've seen those before. Maybe one of you guys can light a comment up. Still trying to figure this game out. I don't know what those things do, but again, look at all these guys down here. This is what it's all about, kind of peeking around. The suppressor allows you to stay off the mini-map, but this doesn't make you invulnerable. As you can see, people are really quick to figure out what's going on, and everybody's aware of the threat that does exist there, that guys can easily get on top of this bridge and shoot at you, and there's a guy as a medic trying to revive one of his teammates, so I always pick those guys off when I can. So, you know, don't think you're invulnerable doing this, and it takes this one quick sniper bullet as well, because obviously I'm on a high elevation here, easy to pick out. I could have a sniper snipe me, no problem at all, and that would be it. But nonetheless, that was quite enjoyable to at least try to be a thorn in the enemy's team side that certainly has a huge tactical advantage. So I just want to throw some gameplay in here at the end with vehicles, because it didn't show me repairing, but this is that moment where I repaired that console with an engineer on the other side of this position. We were getting overrun, and then that allowed me to spawn into the tank, which in the first montage you saw me taking out one of their Sunders right off the bat, and just allowed me to basically help secure this position in our favor, and then we move on to the next territory, and that's where I'll conclude the video. Because we just couldn't game anymore. But we had about 6 guys eventually in our party. It's still a real troublesome experience trying to get squads up together. They need to improve the squad joinability as well. But we ended up getting it done, and it was a lot of fun. I'll say you had like 4, 5, 6 guys in a squad, all kind of started moving towards the objective. We're all still trying to figure this game out, but there's no question everybody's really enjoying the game. And the experience that's having to offer right now. It's running, I really have to say, I'm quite surprised. I was not very optimistic after launch that they were going to be able to handle the magnitude of the response, because the community wants to play something like this. We've been wanting a game like this for a while, particularly on console. So I was a little skeptical whether or not they could handle it, and again, day 1 was not a very good indication of their ability, but day 2 was. I was really surprised with the patch out, so I encourage you guys, be patient with it still. It's got a lot of patches, a lot of downloads, a lot of large size download files, a lot of content there, but it's a good game. I'm really enjoying right now. This is what I want to play. So you can see more of this stuff to come. I will be detailing weapons, class abilities, and such, and again, still a learning experience for me as well. But in the end, I am very impressed right now with the potential of this game. It is quite impressive. And it is impressive to see this playing on a console. This is not an Xbox One game at all. This is just PlayStation 4. And the community right now is just very, very impressed in general. I'll have to say, if I'm speaking on behalf of them, just seeing the response and the player sizes it's pretty astonishing. So this is where we signed off here. We had 2 lightnings in here, kind of getting pushing up in the objective here, and then some air threats to deal with. Somebody took this thing out with a good shot, and I covered, I think, take out my teammate there. I covered my teammate here at the end, and fortunately just a slight bit late before he got taken out, but called out the threat. Just lots of fun. Good game. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like, subscribe. I will have more Planetside 2 content come. I will see you on the battle.